it's useful for everyone, you think?
Yeah, because like if somebody didn't know like the learning muscles, because if somebody hadn't seen them before, they could look at this and it like because if it reminds them.
So do you think the learning skills that we use in the rainbow and the TASC Wheel, do they fit together or not?
I think this is because this is like the questions and that's like the pictures of
because learning skills, they're just like things like curiosities and cat. Well, this actually gets you because it gives you questions of what you can do to sort the problem out. While the learning skills, you just use them. With task wheel.
So do you think you use the skills to help you with your thinking with the task wheel?
You'll have to.
Do you think the task wheel is perfect, or do you think it could be different?
You could make it a little bit better, but
give it a little upgrade.
How would you change it then, do you think?
I would make it so... I'll just done it.
I know you've got some paper there, so you've been thinking about it and you've got some drawings.
So I think it might see if it was stepping down, and then it's 3D.
So you think it would be better to be more 3D?
Yes.
Right. So what else? So you think it would be better to be 3D. How else do you think you would change it?
I think if we had steps down it, your thinking goes down because it can't go up, so your thinking has to go down.
So let's say that could be like just 3D, and then you've got a hole going
and your learning will go all the way through.
Once you've got to there, it goes all the way around.
Let me just check I understand what you mean. So you mean, Perry, that the outside layer of the wheel would come underneath and into the middle and back up.
And then you think of
so there's
what
a hole
you're
there
doing.
and it goes up just there.
So with this, I thought that perhaps your thinking goes round in a circle and then it comes back to the beginning.
And
you think, so you think your thinking can go round like this?
Yes, but then it can go down.
But do you mean it can go down or it can spread out, or?
It can spread out, so you're all stuck there, and then it just spreads out until you get so close to the end that it comes all the way back in, and that's probably when your work's been finished because you're thinking just
and then you
out.
think of what you've been doing.
So your thinking never stops, so it can go round this way is what you mean,
Yeah.
but it can also go
Yes,
under new ideas and come out
round
through the middle.
Yes.
Gosh, that's a complicated thing to think of, isn't it? So I just need to get this in my mind, sort of what you mean. So do you like this bit in the middle, do you think?
Yes.
So you said there was different steps, so what would you have on each different
We could
step of the
have
wheel?
this could be where you talk about what you do. This could be like
That could be
how you're going to plan it
That would
and what
be-
you're going to do, and that's how you're going actually doing it. And
So whereas you have been using the wheel for quite a long time, do you think you're expert thinkers now?
I'm not sure.
Do you think you're quite good at thinking and
Quite
learning?
good, but not exactly.
So where would you work on the wheel?
We'd probably be
I normally
mainly
use-
outside.
I normally use this one actually.
So you use this
I
wheel
use it
sometimes, you think?
But
But sometimes you might use...
I use this one most of the time.
I use
this one.
So what would be on this layer, this second layer?
Probably
So is it different ideas from here or similar ideas that just get
similar,
harder?
but it
Yes,
gets
it do
harder
really,
and
because
harder.
it just spreads out. So you've got here, you've got just
It's like
yes, it's just the questions, and then it just gets harder.
the questions
Yeah,
get harder
but
if you want
lots
to
of
think
people
more,
thinking until it gets to here where it's asking you a few questions.
and then
So
you'll learn
as
more
you're
about that.
thinking more and more, and you become a better thinker, you would move to perhaps a different layer on the wheel.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yes.
And then
so
when
you
you
start
finish
off in the
it
middle.
all, you'll
you're
go
thinking
down
bunched
underneath
up
and
until it spreads
start
out.
again.
Yes.
Right, so Perry just said you start off with your thinking bunched up and then it spreads out as you get to the outside. But
And then
sometimes you always...
come back to the
Yes,
beginning.
that's probably when you finish
When
your
you,
work. Or
and then
sometimes
you
if haven't
remember
spread it out
what
so
you've
much,
been
you just
doing.
put it back into the middle.
Yeah,
and then
it
you
goes
remember.
spreads out, and then comes back into the middle. Comes back and back.
I'm amazed because you only had a little time to think about this, and you've come up with so many good ideas that I hadn't even thought of. So, what would be in the middle here?
Probably like a little hole
You think
where
this should...
your learning will go through.
Yes.
Ah, so when it comes underneath. So
Yeah.
it would almost be like a sort of a cushion, wouldn't it? Almost. So as your
But it
thinking
helps
can't
with
fall
it.
off the edge, it would sort of curve underneath and come up through the middle. Gosh.
But it wouldn't be a wheel then.
It wouldn't
It'd
look
have to
like
be
a
a
wheel.
flat
Perhaps we'd have to
bit.
think of another name. What would you call it then, do you think?
The wobbly
A hemisphere.
Yes, it has.
Could be.
Yeah, it goes.
Do you think it would be quite interesting if we could make one, wouldn't it? I'd love to see
Yes.
what your ideas. What sort of colours do you think you would choose?
I think
Probably
a dark red,
I
and then
think
light
comes
pink.
lighter
out.
Yeah, it comes
I thought
like.
you choose bronze, silver,
Why
and
would
gold.
Daniel, you were saying having red and oranges and pinks perhaps out to yellow. Why would you have yellow around the outside, do you think?
'Cause this could be like the bit where it's not as hard as the bits in the middle. So this would like
So this is the brilliant thinking.
yeah, this is yeah. I mean, this is like the dark red, which this is for like the harder thinkers.
So you mean
and
like,
this is for like the middle thinkers. So this would be like a.
but then we like
dark
it'll
orange
get
yellow
nicer
colour.
outside,
and this
and
would be
gets
like
harder.
harder.
Right finger.
So it gets lighter outside because you're thinking harder.
Let's just have a look. So
And
you
you
think
get
it would get
darker.
lighter as it comes out?
Yeah.
because you enjoy thinking
Mm.
and you find it a bit easier and you're thinking brilliantly. And perhaps spreading that just like,
Spreading it out so you can think a bit.
perhaps like the sun would shine. Perry, you had a different idea, didn't you? What was your idea? You
That's
said about bronze.
yeah. So you could have a certificate. So if you done bronze, so you've done bronze, silver, and gold. Gold could be the outside layer
Where you're
because
expert.
yes, you're
Expert
experts,
thinkers
and
and
silver's
learners.
when you're just in between, and
Bronze when you've only started.
Yes.
Yeah, so you get certificates once you've done your bronze thinking, silver thinking.
Well, not really
and gold.
certificates, but it's like
Oh, well
So
done.
do you think that because you're quite little that you would only be bronze thinkers, or do you think you've learnt to think
I
really
think
well and
we
you've
might
moved on
be
a bit?
silver.
Yeah, I think I'd be about
Gold.
Yeah, gold, probably.
I'll
Do you think you're
probably be
really good
silver.
thinkers?
Goldy silver.
Do you know, I am so proud of you. You've come up with so many ideas. That was fantastic. Anything else you want to add? You've thought of, or is this all that you've talked about?
I think, well, we did talk about in class how we were going to change it.
You talk together. That's fantastic. Right, if we stop there for now, and then next time we have another meeting.
Being any, so let's say you were stuck on your science and you wanted to know what to do, you could look at this for some ideas about it. And look at these things here.
So the questions around the outside are useful.
What you want
Yeah.
to, because it says some of the questions that you might think of the answers to, and it will help